Hi, my name's Destiny. We're going to talk about Miles' business, why they started it, how they're thinking about developing it, and just getting to know them a bit more. So, firstly, why did you start the business?
Started an inclination of it when I was about 17, where I started selling skincare products, and me and my dad would go for summer fairs and would sell products and all that kind of stuff, and that stopped. And in the last couple of years, when I was working with people, I started to understand a lot more how love, isolation, and kind of the quality of our relationships kind of determines the quality of our lives. And that's what got me started on the business, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds beautiful. And why did you two stop going and selling like skincare?
So it became a bit it became a bit complicated because I'll try to get support, and the people that try to get help from will be like, tell us your ingredients, tell us how you made it, tell us that, and then we'll help you. And obviously that's not the right way. It didn't feel right to me. It wasn't the right thing for me to do, and it kind of made me park it away so that I can focus on growing up, I guess. So focus on being able to articulate what I wanted from it so that I can protect it better from the interests of people who didn't align with what I wanted for it.
And do you think you've been able to do that more with this business?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the way that I've been able to show up in this rebirth of it is very different. I think then I was seeking validation through the products or even through the business to be like A plus B equals success or A plus B equals validation. And now it's opposite of that because I'm sharing the validation of self into my business, and then if it aligns with you, if it calls to you, then yeah.
It sounds like that first business taught you a lot. How did you decide on the name?
So it's changed. The name before was Mafuta, which means oil. And initially I was going with the idea of oil of life and oil and elixir. All of those kind of synonyms of oil that make oil feel like awesome. But also, so it means that it means oil in Bantu languages, which is across Africa, East and Southern Africa and stuff. And now I've changed the name to
Nlovu Sensual Wellness.
Nlovu. What I've done is I've taken my last name. Name is like heritage and coming back from a genesis. And also my last name means elephant. So I'm also taking on the knowing and the remembering and the wisdom of elephants in that. And then my first name, this starts with the N. So the N encompasses all of that, and then the love is all of that transferring through, and then you as in thank you. So I've grounded it in, the name to me is a grounding in a love that is beyond articulation and beyond kind of embodiment into experiencing and knowing, that
Sounds beautiful. Oh, wow.
I just really love love.
Yeah.
I love love so much. I'm the number one soldier for love. I'm the number one cheerleader. I love love.
In this business, what has been a moment that assured you that this is what you want to do?
So working with people, I think seeing the journey that people take from not knowing themselves and not being curious about themselves into moving into a space of trusting that actually we could move into a newness, trusting in transformation and trusting in the body's ability to hold and the body's ability to be more than this thing that we want to change and more than this thing that we want we're constantly thinking about how we move it from this space. So seeing that feels really good, being a witness to that, and also even within that, how it like informs my own journey, you know, how I'm then able, because we're learning from each other. It's a conversation. So when I work with people, it expands a bit more. Their expansion, my own expansion, and how that expansion then exists within the world. So that every time, that just makes my heart smile. Yeah.
That's so beautiful. And also how it's like a process of learning for you as well as the people that you're working with. And that perfectly leads on to like, who is this for?
This is for anyone who's ready to begin the journey. And by journey, I just mean an exploration of self, you know? And those who don't know where to start, because through the products, everything is about the senses. It's about how do we elevate the way that we experience it into something that has a bit more depth, right? So it's people that want a bit more depth. It's people that want to discover the more that is available. Because the reality is we're living in such a chaotic time where we're really unsettled within our bodies, right? This is for people that want to learn how to make their body home again in a way that makes them then ready to show up in this world in a way that feels empowering to them, you know? Yeah.
Sounds like it's for all of us whenever we're ready. Yeah.
Whenever we're ready. Because that's the important part. We have to be ready.
Yeah.
We have to be ready. Like, no one can force you into anything. And I think the reality is comfort is very comfortable. No matter how, like, even if it's like shitty, you know, once we get to a state of comfort, trying to change that can become really difficult. And basically what I'm saying is that we can do this together. How's that?
That's amazing. Yeah, I appreciate you for like wanting to take us with you.
I don't take for granted anyone that kind of wants to take this journey with me. I think it's as terrifying as it is exciting. And I think even just being courageous enough to be like, okay, who are you? To self, you know? What do you like? How do you like it? And then being creative through that, expressing ourselves, because it's through that expression where that new sense of self becomes contemplated, because it's when other people become witness to it. Not in a way that people should validate you, but in a way that, you know, we're social beings. I can be who I think I am, but until I say to you, hey, this is who I am. Like, you know?
Yeah. So like a process of like reflecting and molding with one another. Yeah.